So apparently sometimes I can press the wrong button. Nothing interesting has happened yet. Given how long this game does take to load, I thought I'd get it started. And hey, we can then start early, right? So, going back to some of the early stuff, we are starting a completely fresh game. It is on hardcore mode. We're going to see how far we can make it. I'm also going to see if I can find some volume settings, because this is super loud in the old ears. Hello! Oldfish, rabbit ray, all the interesting things.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown. 0 human life signs detected.
Cool, good to know.
New creature discovered.
Doop-de-doop. The problem I always have with this is I never remember where to go to get the, these, in fact.
Detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems. Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool.
It is indeed.
Copper
Well done.
is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival
Ow.
has just increased to unlikely, but plausible.
Right. This is going to be a really bad start if I die immediately. Oh wait, on this one we can also get basically infinite titanium as well. Okay. Nice to know that they have seemingly increased how much damage crashfish will deal. That was terrifying.
Attention.
Yeah. Cool. Oh no, okay, so it's actually, yeah, you do start with slightly reduced health.
The Aurora suffered orbital hull failure. Cause unknown.
Don't want to go that way yet.
Signs detected.
I just want to try and get enough resources together to actually start getting, like, flippers and stuff.
Copper is an essential component of all powered equipment. Your probability of survival has just increased to unlikely, but plausible. Detecting sulfur deposits in the local cave systems.
Yep.
Sulfur is an essential component of the repair tool. New creature discovered.
Crap. I swear I am not trying to die.
synthetic foods to be repulsed by eating an animal carcass. Remember that humans survived this way for millennia. You can too.
Okay, creep vines. That's a reef back. Ah, that looks like it could be creep vines. I never remember which way it is you're supposed to go when you leave the evacuation capsule thing. At some point I should actually, like, try and work out what some of the speedrun routing is for this. Because that could be fun to have a go at.
New blueprint acquired. Life on this planet grows in unusually distinct and diverse ecological biomes. Further study recommended.
Kind of want to find that that little tiny vertical tunnel we found before. Is it there? No. Although as long as we're here anyway...
New creature discovered. Alien life forms may have unexpected applications. Utilizing alien resources is a proven survival strategy. Silver-based wiring kits are an essential component of many habitat modules.
There. Okay. It's looking at me with its one weird beady eye.
Blueprint acquired. The fabricator draws from available data to provide environment-appropriate equipment using locally available materials. For your safety, this setting cannot be overridden. Weapons were removed from standard survival blueprints following the massacre on Abraxas Prime. The knife remains the only exception. LifePod secondary systems online. Running full environment diagnostic and outputting results to databank.
This is Aurora. Distress signal received. Rescue operation will be dispatched to your location in 9 hours. Continue to monitor for emergency transmissions from other life pods.
Okay. Now we have actually got some degree of survivability on this. New. Almost dodged it. So, this is still not the place I was trying to find. Crap. Thing is, at the moment, what we really need is some more lead and some the fibre stuff that you make from creep vines. Fibre mesh? Or something like that.
New blueprint acquired.
And we leave before we get our face eaten off again. That's one thing you can say, is that the general like terrain and landscape, seascape, I guess, in the original Subnautica is a lot more sort of picturesque than Below Zero. Like, Below Zero is still great and atmospherically works, but this one is just nicer to look at. We wanted this, which requires battery.
New blueprint acquired. The scanner can be used to synthesize blueprints from salvage technology and to record alien biological data.
Okay, so we do need another quartz crystal. And then we can upgrade the oxygen tank as well.
Detecting increased local radiation levels. Trend is consistent with damage to the Aurora's drive core sustained during planet fall.
Fall being kind of the operative word there. Stop running away.
New creature discovered.
Scan things. is you can never actually find the things you're trying to find. We're already going miles away from the pod. Ah, here we go. Nope. Okay. With extended oxygen, then we should be able to go and start hunting down a lot of fragments to really make a bit of progress. They've seriously upgraded the music in this as well. Coolio. So now we want to try and find sea glide fragments. And also sandstone, because we're going to want to start making circuits pretty soon, I would have thought.
New blueprint acquired.
That is a very important start. Yeah, it's something that I'm working on, but, you know, you live with what you've got, right? Ooh. Where has the pod gone? Over there. So I really need to turn this down some more because it's still deafening me.
This is Lifepod 3, uploading our coordinates.
Copper wire
We're plugging
battery.
some holes in our emergency sea glide, so if we're late for the rendezvous, don't panic. Also, don't go home without us.
And lubricant, I think, is just seed clusters. Yeah.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Cool.
Lubricant is essential in construction
Yeah.
of vehicles and power plants. The Sea Glide will increase your effective exploration range. For your safety,
Oops.
please pack supplies for long journeys.
Yeah.
Stay within 5 kilometers of the nearest life pod or habitat.
Yeah, those supplies that you were just talking about. Ooh. So hopefully we can now start finding vehicle bay and sea moth fragments. And then we are well on our way to peak Cyclops. Nope.
Integrating new PDA data.
Cool.
New blueprint
Aha.
acquired.
Oh no. I was interested when I thought that was sandstone.
It is your primary directive to swim closer to Subnautica.
No, it is not. Stop it. Lead is also highly important. So we are also now on our way to being able to make a radiation suit, which is also going to be very important. Nope, don't put the tools away. Ooh, sugar. Note to self, 135 seconds is not infinity seconds. Ooh, is there a stalker tooth around here somewhere now? No. Fine. Don't have a laser cutter. Need a laser cutter. Okay.
Integrating new PDA data.
Cool. I mean, I'm all for basically free blueprints.
New blueprint
Okay,
acquired.
there's the vehicle bay. So now we need sea moth fragments, and we need less lag would be good. Sea moth fragments and resources to build it. And run.
This is Ozzy from the cafeteria. What the hell, guys? They didn't warn us this might happen. Our pod was almost crushed by the Seamoth Bay on the way down. Now we're hanging on the edge of a cave system, and this grim-looking snake thing's trying to eat through the hull.
That is the one that we wanted to get in touch with. So not Life Pod 3. Why can I not see any signal? There it is. The problem with the blue beacons is that they can be quite difficult to see. Do not wish to be eaten by sand shark.
Integrating new PDA data. Short-range scans suggest this biome supports extensive biodiversity and connects to a number of small cave networks.
I don't think we actually need this, do we? Oh no, okay, we do.
Local scans show a nearby cave
A bioreactor.
Depth 90 meters, leading to an unknown environmental biome.
Yes, with a currently full inventory, we aren't... Oh no, it's not anymore, is it? Because we converted a bunch of stuff. So we actually can go claim any sandstone that we find lying around. Disappointed by the lack of Seamoth fragments so far, though. We only got the one. Ooh, is that another one there? Coolio. There's the Seamoth Bay. That's usually good for a fragment or two. Scanner room. Seamoth.
New blueprint acquired.
Now we head back home. We have space to pick up a little bit of metal salvage on the way, because we are going to need some titanium ingots.
Drive core may result in a quantum detonation. Continuing to monitor.
At this rate, we're going to end up having a Seamoth by the time the Aurora properly explodes. Which, yeah, okay, is not like speedrun levels of fast, but that seems pretty good to me. No, that's a Seamoth. I'm now kind of actually looking for bioreactor fragments. I could also just go straight to the island, which is often good, but... I'll play it by the book for this one. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at plasteel, not titanium. That would be why we couldn't make any. Lubricant power cell. And I'm gonna need some more mushrooms. If you sing at them, mushrooms will approach you. Fun fact. Okay, if we eat that... lubricant. Makes us a vehicle bay. And we need ingot, power cell, lubricant, 2 glass. No, we've already got the silicon rubber. So we're still going to need another glass. And enough titanium for the second ingot. So 2 metal salvage and 2 quartz crystals. And then I think, let's not go straight into the gasopod. But I think that should do us. Oh, hello. Yeah, you aren't catching us. Don't even try. And there's usually loads of metal salvage around here. One more. Here, salvage, salvage, salvage. I've actually got space. No, okay. That's going to be a problem. Let's go store all of this excess gold. We're not really doing anything with that anyway.
This is Officer Keenan, Life Pod 19. The captain is gone. I have assumed command. The last thing the captain did was give me coordinates for dry land. We regroup 1.5 kilometers southwest of the crash site. Stay together and good luck. This message will now repeat.
Rendezvous coordinates corrupted. Transmission origin coordinates downloaded. Signal location uploaded to PDA.
So if we can find one more salvage, we'll go get a Seamoth, go find Keen's PDA, use that to get the location of the island. How many parts of a beacon do you need to work out how to make a beacon? I mean, 2, evidently, but... Okay. There we go. And I should be able to make a Seamoth.
Is a fast, safe mode of transport, but remember that swimming is good for your glutes and endorphin levels.
Okay. Next order of business is going to be find like 20 million oh, what are they called? Bladderfish. Are they still called bladderfish? It's been so long since I've played this game, I actually can't remember. You'll know the ones I mean anyway. The ones that you filter water through, like some kind of sea sock. Yeah. And you. And you. No. Also, the answer appears to be yes. And you, while I'm at it. Here we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Right. Now, where was Keen's signal? Weird seamoth noises. Also, I think I just ran something over, but I have no idea what. Yeah, also this still only has a crush depth of 200 meters, so we're going to be going down to about 199 and then using the sea glide and the expanded oxygen tank to deal with the fact that we don't have a rebreather. Also hoping we don't run into too many warpers out here. Okay.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. Passing
Yep.
200 meters. Oxygen efficiency greatly decreased.
Yep.
Integrating new PDA data. New blueprint acquired.
Maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
More hull damage is imminent if you crash into a cliff. Okay. Can we actually see the island from here? Oh. It's a lot closer to the island than I remembered it being. While we're here,
Picking up multiple energy signatures on the island's surface.
yeah, but the only thing we're really interested in for the time being is the set of construction blueprints we can get from the island. And also the ability to steal some of the various fruits and things. Because it's really handy to, not fall off places. Is this the rendezvous point? Yes.
Integrating
Okay.
new PDA data.
So we're getting places. I'm slightly suspicious of the fact we haven't found any cave crawlers yet. Okay. Sure, there's supposed to be some more PDAs around as well, because there should be the Degassi survivor logs. For the time being, I'm mostly interested in what's up on those two cliffs. And then a little bit the base in the middle, but that's typically really badly overrun. The fact this mountain appears to be falling apart is new as well. It takes so long to scan some of these things.
New blueprint acquired. Warning. Local radiation readings suggest the Aurora's drag core has reached critical state. Quantum detonation will occur within 2 hours. New blueprint acquired.
If the Aurora explodes while we're here,
PDA data.
we can watch the fireworks.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
Take the risky way back. And then run on up to the greenhouse on the other side.
Preparing the day's water ration ahead of time will help ensure against dehydration and eventual death.
Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff there we could scan. Not going to.
Integrating new PDA data. Congratulations, survivor. You have exceeded your weekly exercise quotient by 500%. Data indicates that swimming was your favorite activity. Be sure to vary your routine for uniform muscle development.
Oh shit, swimming was my favourite activity. It's not like I'm stranded on an almost exclusively ocean planet in the middle of some ocean. I forgot to scan the planter.
New blueprint acquired.
We might have to go back up there.
New blueprint acquired.
Oh. These things are way too much like spiders for me to be comfortable. So I'm just gonna kill that one.
Integrating new PDA data.
And I'm gonna run away from that one.
Blueprint acquired.
Okay. I'm kind of glad we went so long without seeing any of those. And and now we're seeing all of them, and it is really starting to creep me out. I guess we're too far away to... Oh no, there's the Aurora. I guess over there must be the mountain.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
So, we should now be able to actually start constructing a base of operations. Although we are going to need to build a habitat builder first, obviously. Itara Reefback. Hello, Reefback. A moon. I thought that bit in the music then was actually the Aurora starting to explode. It's like, can we watch it? Can we watch it, please? To actually think about it, I think the next... Yeah, so the next step is start building the base. Find the moon pool fragments so that we don't have to spend all our time making power cells. And then we can go hunting Cyclops pieces. Although a lot of those are in the same place as moon pool pieces as well. Which does make that a little bit easier. Sunbeam?
Quinn,
Yeah.
trading ship Sunbeam. Aurora, do you read? Over.
What do I need?
Nothing but vacuum.
Wiring kit, computer
These
chip.
Alterra ships. They run low on engine grease, send an SOS, you offer to help, they don't pick up. Aurora, I'm out on the far side of the system. It's gonna take more than a week to reach your position. Do you still need our assistance? Over. I'll try them again tomorrow. Damn charter's gonna have us blowing our credits running errands for Alterra. See what the long-range scans pick up in the meantime.
So we need more copper, I think. So we get a couple more copper, then start getting titanium. That's going to let us set up a base. That's not copper. Where's that giant coral tube again? That's usually a good place to get some stuff. No, not that one, the big one. Well, we managed to get the copper. Tools. No. Electronics. Copper wire. Computer chip. Habitat builder.
New blueprint acquired. The builder tool is designed to construct habitats capable of withstanding
Where's the mod
extreme
station?
environmental conditions.
Where's all the base components stuff? Two titanium, 2 lead, then 6 titanium, so 8 titanium, 2 lead, 10 titanium, 2 lead, a quartz, 12 titanium, 2 lead, 3 quartz, 1 copper. I can get the gold. Done. So I think if we get a few metal salvages, and what was it, 3 quartz, a copper. If nothing, that basically is enough for us to sort of set off. And then we can take it from there a little bit. It's just making sure that we have, like, power and production facilities. Run away!
Emergency. A quantum detonation has occurred in the Aurora's drive core. The reactor will reach a supercritical state in T-minus.
Get ready for the fireworks!
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. New blueprint acquired. For your convenience, the radiation suit has been added to your blueprint database.
High priority automated message from Aurora Live Pod 13 coordinates attack. Live Pod is carrying high priority passenger.
Yoki Kasa. I said Kasa. Why do I have to record this anyway?
Send immediate burial detail.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Okay, so like 2 more quartz and a copper, and then we'll go building. Oh, there's the place I was looking for. Now we just need to actually find, like, the place I like to set up a base. And there's some other stuff that we'll actually need to do, but all in good time. Yeah. So about here is good.
100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased. It may be prudent to separate work and leisure spaces to maximize productivity. Treat this space as your home, but never forget that it is not.
It's one of the most, like, weirdly ominous messages.
Power restored. All primary systems online.
Okay. Actually, probably want to drink that. Okay, we're going back to the island.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
We also need to find a second beacon fragment. Just to make sure that we can actually reliably find our way back to that base. Yeah, the only other thing to do before we go to the Aurora is we're going to want to get a laser cutter.
Attached. We've landed a kilometer from the crash site, but there's radiation in between us and the rendezvous. Request immediate assistance. 6 out.
Signal coordinates corrupted. Approximate transmission origin recorded to data bank.
And then we can also go and check out those other two, the other two signals that we've got. So that one and the one from Emissary Kassar. Whose first name I've already completely forgotten. Let's just check and see if there's a beacon fragment up here. Because you never know. I mean, you would if, you know, you were good at games and had any particular idea what you were doing. Actually, that looks like that might be a beacon fragment.
New blueprint acquired.
Always lucky. So yeah, there's a bunch of stuff we are still going to need, but we're now getting ourselves into a position where
Oxygen efficiency decreased.
we can actually just get some of this stuff. Yeah, we really need the indoor grow bed. Oh, but before we do, let's put a beacon back here. So I know that it needs more copper than we currently have, in as much as it needs copper and we currently have no copper. I think it's copper wire. But it won't hurt to have some spare because we're going to want more solar panels as well. So. Actually, this game's a lot more fun if you kind of leave it long enough, or at least I find that it is, if you leave it long enough that you don't just remember everything. I mean, I kind of remember where the island is, the floater island, but a large part of that is that I spent so much time playing it before it released that I just kind of remembered. Yeah, no, in general, it's kind of like... I can remember, like, bits of it, but not the whole thing.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
And that's as maybe, but I think somewhere around here may be another bioreactor fragment. That's a Seamoth fragment. That is also a Seamoth fragment. So, I was entirely wrong. Okay, and we go back to breathe again. Okay. We should now have enough copper. Interior modules. There's no point carrying the Sea Glide around at the moment. Cool. So,
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency
yeah.
decreased.
Where's that sea moth gone? Oh, there it is. I'm sure I left a sea moth here. That way? Don't want those. So life pod 19 should still be visible. That's 13. That's the beacon. Unless they've actually now updated it so that the PDA signals stop being visible once you collect the PDA. It does seem to be the case. Oh, that was a reef back I was looking at. I feel like the island should be more over that direction. Possibly over in this direction where I can see all the big glowing trees, but you know. So, we need Chinese potato, interior grow bed fragment. And if we see any extra PDAs on the way, then bonus. Because I'm still sure there's at least one missing. Oh yeah. We put the Sea Glide away because we don't have any batteries. And it's now sufficiently dark that I can't actually see what I'm doing. Which is not ideal. Ah, The sun is coming up at last. We don't want to be going in. So this way, I guess. Marble melons are an excellent food source. They refill, like, everything. I wish I was better at telling her which of the mountain outposts I wanted to go to. I think it's that one. Well, I didn't accidentally eat the Chinese potato this time. That was the important thing I missed before. I'm really not so worried about like all the mushrooms and stuff that you can get from here. So there's that one tree that's really good in bioreactors, so I'll get that. But... or at least it used to be. I don't know if it still is. Geronimo!
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, so now we can go back to the base. We can build indoor grow beds to cultivate our marble melon plants. That's going to give us all the food and water we need basically forever. We need to get battery and power cell chargers. We need to get more power production in the base. And we need to get the moon pool.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, let's get the titanium out of here. And actually start setting some of this stuff up. No, that button. How do I do things? Actually, I have a use for that titanium already. Ah, okay, no.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Okay. How to make a rebreather? Wiring kit, fiber mesh. That should be doable. There we go. Right. Let's go start investigating some of these other life pods. And on the way, we can always keep an eye out for any interesting looking fragments. Ooh, is that Seamoth or bioreactor? Probably Seamoth, yeah. Also Seamoth, yeah. Definitely Seamoth. Bioreactor, ha 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 ha.
New blueprint acquired.
That is gonna help with power generation. I forgot we don't have a sea glide at the moment. So we definitely need battery and power cell chargers. Although power cell chargers are less important until we get the Cyclops. Certainly once you've got the Cyclops, it does help to be able to just recharge, or in fact carry a few sets of power cells. Okay. Mushroom Tree Forest is usually good for some decent fragments. So let's have a bit of a nosy around. And try not to run over too many fish.
The biomass in this area is dominated by plant life, picking up faint all-terra vehicle signatures.
I mean, there is a cracked open life pod here, so that's probably what that is.
Integrating new PDA data.
Ooh, basalt. I know, shale.
Remember the materials you gather are the property of the All Terra Corporation. You will be liable to reimburse the full market price. Your current bill stands at 3 million credits.
However, the important thing is not whether I'm right about whether it's shale or basalt. The important thing is you get diamond from it. And we are definitely going to need the diamond once we find the laser cutter fragments. Right, I'm happy with moonpool fragments.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
That was close. This is apparently the deep part of the mushroom forest biome. No, I think that's an egg rather than a fragment.
Warning, maximum depth reached.
Whoopsie.
Hull damage imminent.
I'm honestly not sure. Ah, Cyclops bridge fragment. Good evening. I have to say, if I'm going to start just finding the fragments I want when you join, then please be around more often. That is definitely an egg, isn't it? Yeah. Blood kelp. Mom, we're so close now. That looks like a fragment. Mod station fragment, which is not our primary aim right now, but it's still good, so let's nab it. So we've started a completely fresh game of Subnautica on hardcore mode, and I am refusing to stop tonight until either I die and rage quit, or we manage to actually build the Cyclops. Which is a little way through the game. So I don't know if you know Subnautica at all. But it's to actually kind of really get very far in the quest, in the actual storyline, you need to build the Cyclops, which is like the big, I think it's theoretically a 3-person submarine. So yeah, it's, for now we're looking for the fragments that give us the blueprints for that, and also for the moon pool. Which you can usually find around here, but I now apparently can't seem to be able to. Ooh, that looked like a hiding fragment.
Warning, maximum depth reached. Hull damage imminent.
There we go.
New blueprint acquired.
So that's a base module we can build that will let us recharge the Seamoth without needing to make more power cells, which is very handy. Still kind of expected to find a few more Cyclops fragments around though. Nope. Okay. That's life pod 13. There's our life pod and our beacon. Then there was another 17? Life pod 6, there we go. So I think life pod 6 is actually fairly near where we built our base, so we can head back there to have a rummage around that one. Built. Our building might be a more accurate description of the state of the base. This is life pod 17 and the Seamoth Bay. But I'm thinking from the picture and from the description that pod 6 should be probably somewhere around here. And I should really not keep crashing into things. I've heard it's problematic for reasons. And we need more of this.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Yeah, so I've beaten this one before. I've done as much as you were able to when last I played it in Below Zero as well. But I thought I'd come back to this one and have a look at the new updates and things that the devs have pushed out to it. I dread to think how many hours I have on this game at the moment. See if I can check my Steam library on my phone quickly and... Sort by playtime. So, Subnautica, 236 hours apparently. So 2 ingots. That's actually a lot easier than I remember it being. As I say, I could always try and talk to you, but unfortunately the closest I know is Bokmal, and my pronunciation in that is terrible. So, I appreciate that your English is significantly better. No biting. Actually thinking about it, at some point soon I'm going to need to find prop cannon fragments as well, I think. That's another tool that becomes very important trying to get on the Aurora. No, like I said, I did as much as was available. So if you check out my YouTube, there's a bunch of videos of Below Zero up already.
Aurora, this is Sunbeam again. We just picked up a massive debris field at your location. I didn't know how many of you... I didn't know. We're now en route to your location. We're gonna bring you home. Sunbeam out. What else can I say? The only time I parked a rig this big on a rock that small was in VR. And I blew it. It's a bad option, all right, but so are all the others.
Okay. Lost it again. There it is. Yeah. Oh, I play all sorts of things. So, recently I've been on a big Slay the Spire kick. So I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire, a little bit of Magic Arena. I've got an ongoing game of the original Diablo. I have an ongoing game of the original Overlord. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of stuff that I just kind of play around with, and I'm going to see what's going to happen. There it is.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Why, thank you. That's a very infected stalker. Oh, feel free. I mean, if you don't ask questions, you can never learn things. Okay, because I've probably put a bunch of stuff on that wall. Now I'm confused. I am 30. Yes, 30. Genuinely had to think about that for a moment. Lead we wanted as well, didn't we? Okay, so we're going to need to go find some lead. That's pretty cool. So what do you do with yourself? Do you work, sort of university? Professional Twitch streamer? I guess that technically falls under work, but... Death by lag. That's not the beacon I'm supposed to be aiming for. That's the beacon I'm supposed to be aiming for.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
After weeks without human contact, it is normal to experience psychological discomfort. Research indicates symptoms may be partly alleviated by adopting a pet or anthropomorphizing an inanimate object.
I'm good, thank you. Okay, what do we need for bioreactor? Titanium wiring kit lubricant. That's certainly doable. Titanium silicon rubber. Yeah, I have to admit, on that kind of note, I often find it a little bit embarrassing, like, how well other people know English compared to how well English people tend to know any other languages. So it's like I said, the closest I have to Swedish is I'm learning Bokmål, but yeah, it seems to be pretty uncommon to find English people who are that willing to try and learn other languages. What do we need for the scanner room, actually? We almost have that already? That's enough energy.
All systems online.
What's the easy way out of here again? This way. I have to admit, Polish is one that for the moment completely eludes me. There's a Polish guy I know at work, but yeah, he's another person who's good enough at English and gracious enough to not talk Polish around the office, so that's not one that's become a priority for me at the moment. With Polish, I don't even know what most of the sounds are, really. No fighting.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Really need to find some more lead. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see why that might make learning Polish more important. Whoops. I swear I'm a better driver in real life. For one, I find it much harder to run over fish. Any life pods around? No? Oh, only 17, I guess. Yep. So all of the links to my other stuff should be in one of the little panels underneath the stream here. So you can find me on YouTube and Twitter and Discord. My YouTube is running a little bit behind again. I need to start uploading all of the recordings. But, you know, that happens sometimes when you're just doing it all on your own. And thank you for the follow, Jagfins. Or, sorry, if you're Swedish, I guess, Jagfins? Power. Unlimited power. Okay, now we can grow some local creep vine.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Strategy. Craig McGill survived 47 months on a healthy, raw salad of live tree roaches and stank root.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'm honestly trying to guess it a little bit from the nearest language I know any of, so I apologise if I get it wrong. Infinite marble melons. Did I not park the sea moth in the moon pool? What even is the point? Anyway.
All systems online.
Now we're a little bit better set up. Let's go back out hunting for some Cyclops pieces. Just because this is starting to become kind of a long stream, so even if we don't build the Cyclops today, I at least want to get the blueprint ready for us to build it. And then we can pick it back up tomorrow and do the thing. Also see if we can find the laser cutter blueprint and go break into the Aurora and get the prawn suit. Ah. Let's say that looks like a laser cutter. Oh, fair enough.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I guess I kind of wrote my name deliberately badly. Because I am on IRC a reasonable amount, and I got tired of highlighting every time people spell or were talking about glyphs in things. So I started misspelling it just to avoid that. But yeah, in that sense, my name kind of doesn't mean anything either. Okay, let's go start breaking into some wrecks. So I have a feeling that this one near us has some charger fragments. So I do need cave sulfur, 2 diamond. Oh, we've only got 1 diamond. How annoying. Fine.
systems online.
It's annoying, I was absolutely certain you only needed 1 diamond. Nothing we particularly wanted out of that. This is usually a good area for some Cyclops fragments. As long as you can avoid all the bone sharks. Don't mind me. Oh, okay. I didn't know fins. I mean, I also don't know if I was pronouncing, well, when I was pronouncing it Yarg correctly. Because the closest I know, like I say, is the Norwegian is Yai. But that one I was at least close enough, I was confident guessing. I guess we're at the mountain now.
Detecting massive energy signature in the region. Cannot identify it.
actually is a warper. Cyclops parts and also diamonds. And as long as I'm at the mountain anyway, this. Thought there were actually two that you could get to sort of fairly easily. So there's a few things that I'm trying to do, partly to set up the Cyclops a little bit better. So one, obviously, is, yes, trying to find all of these Cyclops blueprints. Also want to get battery and power cell chargers set up.
This structure is composed of a metal alloy with unprecedented integrity. No match is found in database. Performing structural analysis. Unknown language. Attempting translation. Analysis of the patterns on the walls cannot ascertain whether their purpose is aesthetic or functional. Further data required.
Give me the cube. Alrighty, take care.
Unknown language. Attempting translation. Your best probability of interfacing with this facility is achieved by accessing the control room in the lower section.
This is purely the return portal, I think. I hate how creepy and echoey all the footsteps are in this place. Second tablet. Here we go. Because leaving a doomsday device just lying around is a fantastic idea, right?
Scans indicate the facility's control room lies beyond this doorway.
Don't particularly need to go through all of that business just yet. Whoop. I'm flying. I mean, it makes sense, right? If you're gonna watch a stream, you might as well try and watch a stream in your native language. It's actually, when I actually remember to spend the time setting it up, I do need to get closed captions on for this stream. Just for accessibility more than anything. Nom. Will you stop it, you stupid spidery bastards? Oops. So my streaming schedule is every Tuesday, Saturday and Sunday at 7 PM UK time. So after today, I will be back on 7 PM my time, 8 PM your time. And then again on Tuesday. And yeah, if you want to be kept in the loop, then if you follow my Twitter account, I will usually make sure I post on there an hour or so before I start streaming. If not a little bit longer. Ooh, life pod 3. Oh, we've already done life pod 3. Okay. For a moment then, I actually thought that was an interesting life pod. But apparently not. That looks too sea mothy. Yeah. need that. Aha. Cool. You will always be welcome around here. So it may not be the same game every day, but certainly this is the plan for at least today and tomorrow. Alrighty. Aha. That's up to 3 out of 9.
New blueprint acquired. New blueprint acquired.
Ooh, hello. I swear, I just want like a mod for this game that does nothing except add a bumper sticker. Here we go.
New blueprint acquired.
So we need the Cyclops engine blueprint still. But we've got all the hull and bridge blueprints now. Looks like a moon pool fragment that we no longer need. Why is everything so far away? I have a feeling the engine fragments are all closer to the Aurora. So it might be a case of wait till we get the prop cannon and then we can head on over and see what's what.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Cave sulfur, battery, titanium. I'm sure I picked up a spare cave sulfur. Yes, I did. There it is. I just need some of those acid mushrooms. That makes them sound even worse, actually. They already sounded pretty bad. Welcome back. So I don't know if you caught it, but we made some progress. We've now got all of these Cyclops hull and bridge blueprints. So it's just the engine blueprints that we still need to get. There we go. It would be ideal if this didn't lag out quite so much. Hi. I'm guessing that was a reefback. Whatever it was bleeding loud. Actually, I really do like reefbacks. They serve almost no purpose, but they're just like a really nice, like, ambient touch. There we go. Time to cut some lasers. That's what we're here for. Yeah, I had a feeling that's where they were. Because I think, aren't they all either close to it or on the cliff that leads down from that? If I remember correctly. I just want to get a propulsion cannon before we head over to the Aurora. Yeah, I know, there's all sorts of messages waiting. Let's be honest, it's not like the sunbeam is going anywhere ever again. Ah, mod station. Not interested in the vehicle bay.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay. Wiring kit, copper wire, titanium. I think we have everything we need for that. Okay. That's going to let us recharge all the batteries. We can stop at the life pod on the way to the Aurora. Which means that I think the only thing left that we particularly want is the propulsion cannon. Did I pick up a spare diamond? I Did, but no spare lead. Fine.
Welcome aboard. All systems online.
Oops. That would have been the wrong button. It's not exactly the most interesting thing ever.
New blueprint acquired.
Okay. There is nothing else interesting in there. Fine. We head back over to where the Seamoth Bay is. We've just taken all the batteries out to charge them. Let's not do that yet. Yeah, because you do need a propulsion cannon.
Captain.
Okay, that was the last of the copper then. Fair enough.
All systems online.
The scanner room fragment, which we still don't need. And me running over a fish again, because I can't seem to stop doing that. That looks like it could be a way in. All grav traps. Stasis rifle. It's not actually what I was looking for. Sea glide, grav trap. Nope. Okay. We found a part for a different thing that we didn't want. I mean, don't get me wrong, the stasis rifle has uses. But one of those uses is not moving large crates. Typically the opposite, in fact. So the plan tonight is I am going to play until we get all of the Cyclops fragments. Which for now means also having to go to the Aurora. And going to the Aurora means needing to have a propulsion cannon. So, our immediate goal is trying to find propulsion cannon fragments. Harry? What's in the box? That was a vehicle bay fragment. Sea glide? Actually, was that sea glide? Yes. Also sea glide. Alrighty, take care. Yeah. Need to come back with the helmet on. I am not used to actually wearing a rebreather in the original Subnautica. Oh, vehicle bait. Laser cutter. Come on, there's got to be a prop cannon here somewhere.
Integrating new PDA data.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
I feel like I'm about to be attacked. Yes. Got it.
New blueprint acquired.
We have achieved the blueprint. We are going to need more copper because we're going to need a battery for the prop cannon. Always lucky.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Wiring kit battery titanium. That should be easy. Sorry, you did not get a chance to do as much as we expected. Also helps if you actually remember to make the tool in the end. Cool. Welder, prop cannon, laser cutter. We will
All systems online.
stop off at the life pod on the way over, pick up the fire extinguisher that we know is there, and then we can head to the Aurora. While we're there, we'll get the blueprint for the prawn suit. And, you know, anything else that isn't nailed down. And, hopefully, the engine blueprint for the Cyclops. It's a lot less dramatic when you've already seen it. Right, let's head for that smashed up nose. That sounds a lot more violent when you have no context.
Life form readings in this region are sparse. The Aurora's radioactive fallout will have
Good evening,
effects on
Jay.
the alien ecosystem if not contained within the next 24 hours.
Where's my way up? Here? That'll do. So we're gonna definitely want this and this. Thank you very much for the host there, Jay. Yeah. Please be warned that I find these cave creepy things way too much like spiders, and there may be some profanity in the immediate future. Ooh, bonus battery. This one. So yeah, we're just trying to finish getting the Cyclops blueprints. So we only need the engine blueprints now. But as long as we're coming over to the Aurora anyway, the general plan is that we'll try and pick up the PRAWN Suit blueprints at the same time.
New PDA data.
If I can work out how to get through here, which is questionable at the moment. It does not look the way I remember it at all. There we go. We made it.
Picking up a faint black box signature originating on the other side of the hull breach in this room.
Yeah, that would have worked better if we'd actually come through that way, though. Where's the scanner? Okay, we'll try doing that one from upstairs then. Get out the way, boxes. Can I just not scan that one for some reason? There we go.
New blueprint acquired.
Nutrient blocks. This is the first playthrough where I've actually ever remembered to keep my inventory relatively empty by the time I got here. Ow.
Integrating new PDA data.
Bonus fire extinguisher. Okay.
Integrating new PDA data.
Anything interesting to steal? No. I just want the loot. More free batteries.
Integrating new PDA data.
I do like the amount of free batteries that you get here. Okay, I'm not wasting any more fire extinguisher on that. For survivors? Any of these have any of the codes in? That's the question here. It looks like the answer to that is no. Which means we need to go back. And try and find a relevant PDA somewhere else. Which is doable, just slightly annoying.
Integrating new PDA data.
Is this the door into the main corridor now? Honestly lost track slightly of where I am. Yeah. More batteries.
Sustained internal damage during collision. Do not attempt repair without appropriate qualifications.
Or, you know. Welcome back. So, we've made some progress.
New blueprint acquired. Warning, local radiation at maximum tolerable level. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
They are very breached.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
There's another one. Bugger. Knife. Hate those things.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected.
Yeah, I have to admit, I think the plot in Subnautica Below Zero is actually much better written.
Further breaches detected.
And they're both here by the looks of it.
Containment breach repaired. Further breaches detected. Drive core breach sealed. Radiation levels decreasing.
There we go. Okay. Okay, so having repaired all the breaches, there's still a breach I can scan. I'm sure that makes sense to someone somewhere.
Scans of damage to the Aurora do not match any known offensive technologies. Integrating new PDA data.
Ah, the Seamoth depth module. Oh yeah, I wanted to have a look and see if there was a vehicle upgrade station in here. It doesn't look promising. No, okay. Guess I'll have to find that the hard way then.
Integrating new PDA
Ooh,
data.
that's not a scanner. I will throw the Cyclops engine. Is it just those two, or is there a third one somewhere here as well? Fine. I guess we still have to do that one the hard way then. And you have to open that door from the other side because, you know, why not, I guess. But at least we've got everything below decks opened up now, so that should help us a bit. Uh, 1869. Cabin 1. See, what I should really have done was memorize all of the codes.
Integrating new PDA data.
So, the plus side to this is we've now got all but one of the Cyclops fragments scanned. We've got all of the PRAWN Suit fragments scanned. Although we do still need to scan the various useful PRAWN Suit arms, but, you know, one thing at a time. Lab access 6483. I swear that's the hardest one to punch in, just because of all the bobbing.
Integrating new PDA data. New blueprint acquired. Databank corruption was detected on your PDA. Your technology blueprints have been updated.
Okay. Time to go around the other side.
Warning, ship's structural integrity is low.
You don't say!
Equipment and laser cutters may be required. Exploration.
Oh, actually, I should go, I should go pick up the extra fire extinguisher, really. Okay. That was a thing that just happened. Launch the spider bastards as far away as possible. It's when you start getting all the really creepy PDA updates about them that it's...
Caution. Scans show the digestive tracts of nearby life forms contain
Yeah,
human tissue.
like that one. Thanks for making me feel safe. Didn't really need to put out that fire.
Integrating new PDA data. Aurora systems are running on local reserve power, unable to remotely download black box data. Integrating new PDA data.
Alright, well, thank you for hanging out, and yeah, I will hopefully see you again tomorrow. Okay, we've opened all the doors. So I think the only thing left to do for our plans tonight is find the one last piece of Cyclops blueprint that we don't have. Yeah. Ow.
Captain.
Ooh, crush depth is now 300 meters. That's an extra 50% of crushing. Now we just need to try to not be eaten by a Leviathan, who lives out there somewhere. Eels up inside you, finding an entrance where they can. That looks like a very Leviathan-y shadow. You're only a bone shark, you're not interesting. I mean, you're very aggressive. Sure.
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency decreased.
Ow. That was ungood on a number of axes. Well, we just need one fragment. Okay. That was a very aggressive region we were just in. I've never tried, but I think it's theoretically possible to actually breed peaceful fish and release them and kill all the hostile ones. And, like, they won't rebreed because of population limiting and stuff. It's one of those things I keep meaning to try out at some point, just to see if it actually works. Like, more jelly rays. We could just have more jelly rays instead of bone sharks and the eel things and sand sharks and stalkers. Just more jelly rays. Right, we're going too high again now. Let's go up just to recenter my bearings on where the Aurora is. That's the mountain. There's the Aurora. Because I'm sure the Cyclops engine stuff is all at least relatively near the Aurora. Which suggests checking in this direction. You know, back past where all the vicious, aggressive eels live. Oh, and all the bone sharks, of course. Sort of weirdly orange Trump-style bone sharks. I'm just
detecting volcanic activity and several unusual electromagnetic signatures in the region. Exercise caution when diving deeper.
exercise caution in general. There's leviathans around here. Oh crap, like that one. He roars very loud in your ears. I think that's a male one, because I think the only female one canonically is the one at the end. Unless they reproduce the way everything else does on this planet. It's just like they just need two of the same species and that's it. Which is possible, but I always got the impression at least that they were going with something a bit different for the Leviathans. Ooh. A capsule.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Let's just salvage. There's got to be one around somewhere. Please. So much salvage here, though. I was trying to work out what that was then, and it was just more salvage, just partially clipped into the rock. I'm not even sure which way that bone shark was facing. It seemed to be a little bit all over the place. Okay. We can find it. We can try looking around where the ship debris is on the floater islands. Unfortunately, I don't remember the trick for finding it.
Erosion patterns on the land masses suspended here suggest they once floated on the surface.
Dun dun dun. Aha. Here we go. What be this then, me dears?
Passing 100 meters. Oxygen efficiency.
Oh, finally. We've done it.
Acquired.
So for session 1, we found the Cyclops blueprints, we found the prawn suit blueprints, we've started building a base, we got some stuff going there. So for now, that's going to do it. Thank you all very much for joining me for this significantly longer than normal stream. And I will catch you tomorrow for part 2 of this Subnautica hardcore playthrough. And we will see where we get to next. And until then, bye bye.